Hello and welcome to Aging Fearlessly. I'm your host, Guillermo Vidal. And today, I'm going to return to a topic that resonates deeply with many of us who are over 50. And that is finding love again later in life. Now, because I wrote a book about this, titled Catch and Release, One Man's Improbable Search for True Love and the Meaning of Life, I often get asked questions about how to approach this challenge, especially when you're older. Usually people want to know, where do I meet available people? Do I have to go online? Should I have friends set me up? What about joining clubs, classes, or volunteer groups? Should I try singles clubs or group travel? Now here's the truth. All of these methods can actually work. Some may suit you better than others, but none guarantee success. It really all depends on who you are and how you engage with the outer world. But here's the point that I want to emphasize today. No matter what method you choose, it won't work if you're lying about yourself. Now I know we live in a time where lying or stretching the truth has become increasingly acceptable. But while lying might work in business, sales, or politics, it is a fatal flaw in romantic relationships as far as I'm concerned. And let's be clear, exaggerating or embellishing is still lying. For example, if you attended college for one semester but claim that you graduated with a degree, that's lying. If you call yourself active because you were on the track team in high school decades ago but don't do anything now, that's lying. If you say you're 10 years younger than your actual age on a dating profile, that's lying too. So let me share a couple of quick stories to illustrate. I once met a woman for a date who claimed she was active. But when I saw her, she was a little plump. And when I asked her what she did for exercise, she replied, "I love watching bowling." Needless to say, that didn't align with my definition of active. Another friend of mine admitted she lied about her age on dating profiles all the time, shaving off 8 and sometimes 10 years off her age. Her reasoning? Well, men prefer younger women, she said. If they know my real age, they won't date me. Now, she had planned to confess the truth after a few dates. While this approach might seem harmless to some, I strongly disagree with it. If a woman had lied about her age to get me to date her, I would have walked away. Why? Because if you start with a lie, even a small one, how can I trust there won't be bigger lies down the road to try and manipulate me? So why do we lie? Lying stems from insecurity, actually. It's a way of admitting to yourself, I'm not good enough. So you create a false version of yourself to compensate for that lack of belief. But this is a mistake. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll attract people who reinforce that belief. That's how the law of attraction works. You draw in what you project. On the flip side, tolerating lies from someone else signals a lack of self-respect as well. If you accept dishonesty, you're essentially telling the world it's okay to deceive you to get its way. This creates a cycle where you'll struggle to find someone who truly values honesty and trust. Qualities essential for a lasting relationship. Take it from me, I've experienced this before. Being in a relationship with someone you can't trust is exhausting. So make it your rule to be honest with yourself and others. I know this can be hard, especially after the end of a long-term relationship, a time when the void in our lives can feel so overwhelming. It's natural to want to fill that void quickly, but no rushing into a relationship out of loneliness can help you. It often leads to heartbreak. And lying to attract someone only sets you up for failure. Eventually, the truth will come out. And when it does, the person you're with will see that you were never a match for each other. And then you'll have to start the search all over again. Remember, there's an old saying that says it's better to be alone than poorly accompanied. There's nothing more draining than trying to sustain a relationship with someone who isn't right for you. You'd rather be alone. Unless you can find a partner who loves and supports you for who you truly are, not for some fictional version of yourself. And that's why honesty is essential. Now, if you're interested in learning more about my journey and lessons, you can find the book I mentioned, Catch and Release, on Amazon. Thank you for joining me on Aging Fearlessly today. See you next time.